Thanks to the Spring Lake cheerleaders for welcoming us back to 13 on Your Sidelines. Now, if the season ended today, both Forest Hills Eastern and Whalen would be playoff teams.
Well, the Wildcats definitely need to keep winning to stay in contention. Meanwhile, the Hawks would love to separate themselves from the middle of the pack in the OK goal. Late first quarter, Whalen on the 4, hand off to Bryce Calkins, who takes it in for the touchdown. Wildcats take the 7-0 lead. Early second quarter, Whalen on the 4 again. How about some deja vu? Bryce Calkins takes it in for another touchdown. That makes it 14-0. Middle second quarter, FHE is knocking on the door. Preston Hoexum outruns everyone for the 8-yard score. And guess what? The Hawks scored 28 unanswered. FHE wins 28-14.
Now, earlier this season, Northview gave us one of the most exciting games of the year.
And tonight, the Cardiac Cats were back at it again. Matt Guard was there for their game against Grand Rapids Christian.
Guys, both of these teams could use a win if they want to stay in the playoff hunt, and you know they do. It was homecoming at Grand Rapids Christian, and like you said, great crowd, great game. Northview was up 28-13 at half. They get the ball to start. William Sonura takes the handoff 25 yards all the way down inside the 10. Jalen Gant would take it in from the 1-yard line. A few plays later, 35-13 Wildcats, so game over, right? Lots of weird things can happen under a full moon. Christian facing 4th and 10. Zay Cavanis finds Jude Klunder. He's going to take a sad song and make it better with a touchdown. 35-19 at that point. Grand Rapids Christian would recover an onside kick. Ensuing drive. Cavanis from the 22-yard line finds Zeke Hirama. Wrestles the ball away from the defender to get a tutty. And they're going to go for 2 to make it a one-possession game. Cavanis finds Dwayne Gorey for the conversion. 35-27. Are you kidding me? The students can't believe it. Now, Christian would recover a fumble on the next Northview drive. They march all the way down to the 13, but they have to go for it on 4th. Northview's Danny Robach puts the pressure on Cavanis. Oh, and Northview holds the Cardiac Cats. Win another thriller, 35-27. They're 4-2 on the year. Our 13th and final game tonight, as voted on by you, the viewers, pitted Kennewa Hills against Grand Rapids Catholic Central. First drive of the game. Kellen Russell Dixon for the Cougars. He's going to break a tackle at the line of scrimmage, break some legs on the way to the end zone. 58 yards, touchdown, 7-0 Cougs. Kennewa would strike back. Sutton Tudis finds Julius Andino. That big game sets up Andy Mendez-Reyes for a field goal, 7-3. That's the end of the good news for Kennewa Hills, though. Connor Wolf finds Jamison Williams for a 15-yard pitch and catch, 14-3 Cougs. And a safety made it 16-3. Then on the ensuing kick, sophomore sensation Kamal Hillard. He's going to get some room. He's going to find his way to the end zone. Catholic Central moves to 5-1 on the year with a 48-3 drubbing of the Knights. Guys?
Thanks, Matt. Time for a look at some other scores from around the area. And for that, we have a few friends in the studio to help us out. This is Sydney from Reed's Puffer.
And Cece from Spring Lake.
They're going to help us by reading a couple of scores off the teleprompter here. Now let's start with Reed's Puffer. They took on Union.
Reed's Puffer ended with 48 and Union ended with 7 points.
With that win, the Rockets moved to 4-2 on the year. They'll host Wyoming next week. And we already had Spring Lake off the top of the show, so we're going to have you read CC Orchard View versus Fremont for us.
Orchard View finished with 32 and Fremont 13.
Now with that win, the Cardinals improved to 3-3 on the year.
Another heartbreaker for Greenville tonight. They'll lose their second overtime game at home. This time it's Forest Hills Northern 23-20.
In OK Silver action, Comstock Park scored 2 touchdowns in the final 10 seconds of the game. Not 10 minutes, 10 seconds. The Panthers win a thriller against Hopkins, 35-29.
Tri-County remains undefeated, but they got a scare tonight from Central Montcalm in a CSAA Gold action. Vikings win 22-14.
How about a little 8-man action tonight? It was a battle of 3 and 2 teams. North Point Christian traveled to Martin. Martin wins a high-scoring affair, 46-30. The Clippers are now 4-2.
We'll have a look ahead to a Saturday full of college football next.